at noon, voters are heading to the polls in parts of Broward and Palm Beach counties.
As Glenn was just talking about, they're going to be deciding who's going to be filling the congressional seat once held by the late Democrat Alcee Hastings. And Local 10 News reporter Trent Kelly is live at a voting precinct right near Fort Lauderdale for us. Hey, Trent.
Hey there, Christy. The polls here have now been open for roughly 5 hours. Here at this particular precinct near Fort Lauderdale, we did see some people going in early to cast their ballots, but overall, things have been pretty quiet out here today. The campaigns obviously hoping that changes as we move later into the day, with voters set to decide who fills that open seat in the U.S. House.
I just think it's important to vote in any election. Whether it be national or local.
A big choice facing voters in parts of Broward and Palm Beach counties today as they decide who should fill the open congressional seat once held for decades by the late Alcee Hastings. The special election for House District 20 pitting the Democratic candidate Sheila Sherfilis McCormick against her Republican rival Jason Mariner. Sherfilis McCormick winning the crowded Democratic primary by a razor-thin margin after promising voters monthly $1,000 stimulus checks. The Broward healthcare executive also spending some $4 million on her own campaign, something she addressed following her primary win.
The money we invested was to make sure that we can touch the people in the community, but the money didn't determine this election because most people put a lot of money in the community, in the campaigns, they don't win.
Her challenger appearing on This Week in South Florida over the weekend, calling the proposed stimulus checks unrealistic.
I think it's not only unlikely that Congress would ever agree to it, I think it's impossible, and heaven forbid it would were to happen. It would be driving inflation even higher.
The polls opening today at 7 a.m., voters considering a number of issues before casting their ballot.
Some of the issues I'm concerned with are things going on in our schools, how the states and our county are going to handle COVID.
I'm just really more concerned about, how the next representative handles COVID and, how they help us get through this pandemic.
And as Glenna touched on earlier, there are also a couple of races for the state legislature on the ballot here in Broward and Palm Beach counties as well. The polls will be closing right at 7 o'clock tonight. As soon as that happens, we'll post all the updated election results for you right on our homepage of our website. All you have to do is log on to local10.com. That's the latest live near Fort Lauderdale. I'm Trent Kelly, Local 10 News.